In this video we're going to do a short booty and abs workout that you can do from home. I'm going to go through one massive round with you on the full workout, and then you can do it yourself. You can even repeat the rounds if you choose, or you can do it once and then build up to doing it 2, maybe 3 times as you get a little bit fitter. It's not going to take too long and there are no excuses. I'm not wearing any shoes and I've got a really small space in my living room to do it in, and all you have to do is go along with me for the first part, and then as you get better at it you can start to stick on some music and go for it yourself. So no excuses. Find a small space on the floor, and I've got a little bit of water and that's you good to get going. So the first move we're going to look at is a bodyweight squat. So you're going to take your feet just outside your hips, turn your toes out, get your chest up nice and tall and sit your butt down and back. With this one you're just going to stop butt about knee line, keep the abs nice and tight and keep the chest lifted. Okay, the second move we're going to look at is a lunge. So all we're going to do is take our feet together, step our right leg forward, back thigh to parallel, and then switch, step our left leg forward. So just keep moving with me. Get that thigh parallel every single time and keep your abs nice and tight. If you need to slow it down, really focus on grounding your foot, lifting your back heel and sinking deep into that front leg. You should feel it on the outside of the thigh and into the glutes. Okay, so same moves again. Squat when you're ready. And as your legs start to get a little bit warmer, your heart rate should start to lift. Okay, then lunges. So if you've got minimal space, just work with what you can. You didn't need to turn around side on. I'm just showing you what it looks like from every angle so that you can check your technique. Alright, a little bit of heat in the legs. We're going to come down onto the floor and look at a push-up. So take your hands just outside your shoulders, brace your abs nice and tight, and you'll see I've got my knees on the floor. Take your chest to elbow height and then push up. Keep your abs tight and your back long and flat as you move, and then work that full range. Alright, if they're feeling good, you always have the option to come up onto your toes, and as you get stronger that's going to become easier. You'll be able to push your whole body weight. Okay, next move. Hands come under your shoulders, it's called a mountain climber. You're going to lock in the hands into the floor, bring one knee to touch your elbow, and then back. Knee to elbow and then back. As always, you can come down onto your knees with this one, and just bring that knee through the middle. It will come a little round the side, that's okay. Keep the abs nice and tight, and really focus on that side waist as you start to pull up. Just take it nice and slow to start, keeping the back long and flat throughout. Alright, same as before then, back to the push-up. Hands nice and wide, chest to elbow height. Alright, hands under shoulders, mountain climber. Alright, stand up. Okay doke, so you should have a little bit of heat in your body now, and we're going to start looking into the workout. So the workout itself, we're just going to use a squat and a lunge, what we call a lateral lunge and a curtsy lunge. So that's 4 lower body standing exercises. We're then going to bring it down onto the floor and do a little bit of abs and a little bit more of glutes. So for your first big round, all you're going to do is 15 of each of those exercises. So take your feet outside your hips, and for your squat, 15 reps. 4, 5. Now make sure you're counting yours, unless you're working at the same pace as me. Alright, from there, do the 15 reps and then join me in a lunge. So with the lunge, 15 each leg. So right and left counts as 1, 2, 3. As it starts to get harder, just try to keep up as much as you can. If you need to shake it out, shake it out. And remember, if you end up missing a few reps today, that's okay. I've lost count, I won't lie. Go for 8. Feels about 8. Anyone that knows me knows I don't count. Never count reps. It's 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Alright, so that was the first 2 moves we tried. Once you've done your 15, shake it out. Your curtsy lunge, same idea. I would start with your feet nice and narrow in this one, particularly if you've only got a small space. You're going to drop your back knee behind your front heel. Whoop. And try to balance. It's handy having household items on either side. Keep your chest up. And it's just like a curtsy, except you want to emphasise the pressure through the front leg. And drive the front knee wide so that you hit the glutes. Six. Oh. If you do struggle with this move, you don't need to go as wide or as low to begin. You can just come narrow and just practice the balance until you get it. 11. How's your heart rate? You noticing it going up? I'm sweating. It's probably because the heating's on though. That wasn't a sensible idea. 14 and 15. Alright, the last one we're going to look at is a lateral lunge. Now I'm going to need to go side on for this one because I've got quite long legs. Try and take it a bit of an angle so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to take a big long step to the side, sit the hips back, stretch the inside of the thigh, and then push up. Same in the other direction. Just try to keep moving as much as you can on both moves, so that as soon as you land, you're pushing back up, and you just transition the feet in the middle. Now all of these exercises are broken down over on the private network with complete explanations and close-ups of all my body parts. So if you are struggling, check them out and let me know how you get on. 14. Alright, 15. So that was 4 leg main exercises, 15 reps of each. Once you've completed all them, that's the lower leg or booty part of the workout. Now we're going to go down onto the floor and look at abs, and yeah, do a little bit more booty and even just a fraction of chest, just to make sure you are still getting that full body workout, a fraction. So when you come on down onto your bum, take your feet to the floor and lie back. All you want to do is bring your knees above your hips, shins parallel to ceiling, hands to the side. We're going to do 20 pulses, reaching our fingertips towards our calves. 3, 4, tuck in your chin and just slide your ribs forward. Now if that becomes too much, you can take your toes back down to the floor. We just keep that chest up and keep your fingers away from your neck, as you want to concentrate and pull with the shoulders and the abdominals primarily, and not the back of the head. Once you've done 20, hands come to tempos, keep them nice and wide so they're not touching, and all we're going to do is a cross crawl. So twist your shoulder towards your front knee and then back. We're going to do 10 right and left. Again, you can touch the floor or you can bring your legs a little lower. To make it harder, the lower your legs are, the higher your legs are, the easier it's going to be. Alright, from there, roll over and back into that push-up position we had at the start. Take your hands outside your shoulders and we're just going to do 10 push-ups, either on your knees or on your toes. You just want to practice always improving that upper body strength whenever you can until you're great at them. Alright, once you've done the 10, hands under shoulders, mountain climbers. This time a little bit faster. I want you to see how quickly you can do 20 reps right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Roll back onto your back. Okay, bring your heels in nice and close to your bum. We're going to do a glute bridge. So pin the shoulders into the floor and you're just going to pulse at the top 20 times. 1, 2, 3. Keep the weight in the heels. Open the knees wide at the top and squeeze the glutes as hard and as high as you can. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, roll back down. So far so good? Yeah? Okay, we've got one more ab exercise to do and it's called a plank hold. So, it's not the most entertaining of exercises and a lot of people don't really enjoy it. So we're not going to hold it for too long. We're just going to go for 45 seconds today. If you can't hold it for 45 seconds, don't worry about it. Join back in. When you can, give it your best shot until you can do a 45 on your toes. So, elbows under shoulders. Take your knees just outside your hips, and when I say go, keeping your abs tight and your back long and flat, you're going to lift up. 3, 2, 1, go. So the trick here is to keep the elbows directly under the shoulders. Brace the abs as tight as you can. Almost try to relax the upper back. Keep it nice and tight. Alright, so far, 20 seconds. So keep squeezing as tight as you can, and if you feel like you're starting to wobble, drop down and then lift back up as quickly as you can. Alright, just 10 seconds left. Keep holding on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop your knees down. Oh. And shake it out. That wasn't so bad, was it? Alright, so what I've done there is round 1 of what you can do 2 or 3 times. You can do it more than that if you like, you can just do it the once. The idea is you just got to get moving from the comfort of your own home. Make sure you keep your work close, and if you are doing it more than once, take about a 45 second to 60 second rest now, i.e. by the time I'm finished talking, you can hit play again. Work through the video, and once you've got the routine down pat, you can do it all by yourself. You can just write it down in a notepad and follow it. As you get better, start to increase the time on that plank hold at the end or your hover hold at the end and see how far you can get with it. If you can hold it for 5 minutes, let me know. I want to hear how well you're doing. Peace out.